Hello? Oh, microphone works. Music's working, bot's working. An 8? Hi. Hi. 8 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Nobody tell him. Nobody tell him. 8 out of 10 is not bad at all. Not bad at all. How are we going? Oh! Rad for the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Welcome back. You know where your room is, right under the stairs. Billy has been incredibly persistent with making sure that the goblin infestation is kept at its minimum. You're good to go. How you going? How was your weekend? There you go. Boom. You exactly called it. Nothing above a come on dust. I was about to say that we're all slumming it in the single digits, and then you... No, it's fine. We can't all just be, gods at rolling dice. How are we going? How was our weekend? I believe, getting better. I think so. Although at the same time, you'd think there's a limit to how much mucus the human skull can contain. My resolve on that conclusion is starting to waver. You think you just got a first new interview and she liked you? And you like the project? Nice. Excellent. I'm so happy for you, Rad. I told you one of two things. Either it doesn't go well and it's just like they missed an opportunity on you, or it goes exactly as I think that it would, and you get it, and it's awesome. I'd have been surprised if you got passed up. I do know that the hiring process, though, can just be a little bit random. But good vibes. Glad to hear. I don't know. I go into those things a complete pessimist. I hate disappointment. So I'll go into interviews and I'll go, I have either flubbed it or I've nailed it, but either way, I'm not getting it. And I go into it with that mentality so that if something goes well, I'm pleasantly surprised that things have gone average. It's the same with like baking a cake, anything. If I'm doing a thing, so say baking a cake, I'm just going into it assuming this cake is going to deflate in the oven and then catch on fire and explode. And then when it doesn't do that and it just kind of is an all right average cake, absolute win. Absolute win in my book. Sound better than the last stream at least? Yeah, that... funnily enough, I feel worse. I sound better. My throat isn't sore. I'll clarify that point. Like, the sore throat is gone, but the sinus stuff has gotten so much worse. Like, I'm all clogged up, and it feels like there's somebody pushing on the back of my face, and I feel all dizzy and stuff. It's don't get sick. Getting sick, that's a solid, like, I don't know. If I had to be brutally honest, getting sick is probably only like a 6 out of 10. Can't really recommend it. A little above average. But yeah, how are we doing? How was that weekend? I've spent the majority of it in survival mode, and I have survived. That's what survival mode's for, right? What's the point of survival mode if you don't survive, you know? speaking of, I was having a look at this either earlier today or the other day. I can't remember when. Time as a construct. And I was thinking that I probably want to add in rocks just to add a little bit more, pizzazz, something. I need to fill the scene a little bit more. I know I've got the scene plenty filled with like holes in the ground and stuff, but I don't know. I need more presence of land variety. So that's what I'm going to do today. Is I'm going to try plotting in a few boulders here and there, and see how we go with it. Stream didn't explode. Are you happy? As you should be. No, it was good. I was really I really liked the layout. It was super clean. Had all of the necessary components. Not like my layout where it's got way too much going on. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. And then even when you had like extra cam space, you filled it with the PNG tube. It flowed really, really well. Really, you should be happy. Grassy terrain with rocks. Sorry if my face makes disgusting noises. I'm trying to keep a lid on it, but I occasionally have to breathe. Okay. Moving worm. Okay, we have a couple of rocks in grass as a point of reference. We kind of already have it going on with the stepping stones, but a little bit more. Gonna have stream in the corner while you monster hunt. Sounds good. Sounds good. It is officially March as of the weekend. This is disappointing for me because I really wanted another video done by the end of Feb. But then I got down with the sickness. So I'm gonna have to do like a February plus March video, I think, in order to make up for it. I don't know. That, and we have to decide on another prompt for this month. I'll rearrange the VIP badges and sort out like I need to remove the monthly art tourney winner banner from up the top. I'm probably gonna put something else in. You'll see what that looks like pretty soon, I think. So there are some changes that need to be made. New month, new stuff. Okay, flowers. Let's jump up to another layer and call it, I don't know, rocks, I guess. Rocks. No, I didn't mean to double click there. Rocks, rock. There we go. Okay, so what do we want? We want some structures that break up the landscape a little bit. Relatively flat stones will be fine. So something akin to that. Then methinks another sort of larger rock up here. These shapes are just essentially here to go, you know what? It's not just landscape. Well, more, how to describe it? It's kind of, they're kind of here to say, we're not working with a single texture. This ain't your grandpappy's grass, I guess? I don't know. Very rarely in life do we have simple and clean elements, right? There's always a little bit of visual disturbance. Da, 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 da. Where you grew up, stone walls are really common. Since the field has so many rocks in them, people dug up to be able to plant stuff. Wait, let me read that sentence again. Where you grew up, stone walls are really common. Since the fields had so many rocks in them, people dug up to be able to plant stuff. Right, okay, so they had to relocate rocks in order to plant crops. So with the rocks that they dug up, they'd make little perimeter fences. Yeah, cool. It's always something I fail to consider. Like, I reckon I could probably do one here, like a little partially built stone fence, sort of emerging from the side there. Just little bits and pieces. I'll hold off on doing so just because I don't want to adding in some loose rocks is fine, right? Because it will take, a short amount of time just to quickly render. If I go through and make a wall, I have to think of like the logic of, what angle it's coming from, blah, 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 blah. So I won't do that. I want this piece to be relatively straightforward. Because if more than anything, it's just a tech demo. But it's something that I fail to consider for my pieces is often those little storytelling elements. Like, I've got it here, right, with the old busted up fence that no longer has wiring in, but I don't know, I could do it more, I think. There's just giant stone walls around many fields. The bigger the wall, the more rocks there were in the ground before. Ah, of course. Interesting that there would be as in height? Would there just be really tall stone fences? There was one that was like 2 meters wide and about 1 meter tall. Really had the dimensions of what the frick are we going to do with all these? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Really giving off confused stone energy. Hi, Squid. Hi. Sorry for the strange stream time. Feeling better? I'm feeling a little bit improved. As I was saying, it's strange because in some aspects I feel better. Like I don't have the sore throat anymore. Sore throat's gone. And like I haven't lost my voice or anything, but the sinus side of things has started flaring up. Like constantly blocked sinuses. It feels like somebody's pushing on the back of my face. And unlimited amount of facial phlegm. I think I've officially broken into hours of blowing my nose. It's a terrible time. I shouldn't be sharing these details. I apologize. But yeah, so in some regards, better. Other regards, worse, I guess. But maybe it's a sign of, my body cleansing itself. I don't know. Don't know how it works. I sound less croaky. Which is good because it was the worst not being able to talk. I will not be silenced. But how are you, Squid? How was your weekend? Just double check that Stewie wasn't in YouTube chat. Okay, thank goodness. I keep forgetting that there's only one place where I can check my multi chat. But yes, we need to start thinking of what we want the prompt to be for March. And my thought is that we make it themed in a sort of more art prompty theming kind of way. How do I explain it? So there's this thing that they do on Instagram where it might not just be Instagram. It probably isn't Instagram. If anything, I reckon it comes from Tumblr. But regardless, there's this thing that they do where they theme a month very directly. So it might be what's one that I participated in last year. Let's see. There was February, right? Because like fairies and the Feywilds and stuff. Yeah, like Sortimber. Yeah, exactly. My thought is that we could do something similar to that, where we theme our months prompts based on fantasy stuff. So, like, I don't know, a really basic example might be like Monster March or something. Something sort of with a bit of alliteration. And then it could go a little bit further. It could be like Monster March, and then we might go and say that the prompt specifically is like sea monster. So that means that next year we'll be able to go back to Monster March, I guess, and then do a different prompt version of it. I haven't really thought it out. I've been sick. My thinking ain't going real good right now. But that was my broken thought. Inktober was one of the OG ones, but there's so many now. Yeah, there's Mermay. Mermay is one of them. Mermay is one. Then we've got there are more. I just can't think of any of them right now. No, that's it. It's just Mermay. Sorry. The rest of them, abolished. Destroyed. Obliterated. It's, it's Highlander rules, right? Where all of the different themed months get into an arena, and they all have Scottish Highlander longswords, broadswords, and they all need to fight to survive. And then the only one with their head still left on their neck is like the winner. And then the final one that gets their head lopped off, like a bunch of souls come out, or whatever happened in that movie. I can't remember. I feel like the whole thing of having a month, as you said, Monster March, and then we come back around to March, we can change what type of monster we draw. That's my thought is, because that tends to be how the prompts work, right? Is the overarching theme might be Inktober, but then people write prompts for Inktober. So they might say the first day for Inktober is like a clock. The second day might be, I don't know, a bicycle, whatever. They go through like each day of the month, and then they, from Inktober, you've got 30 prompts or whatever it is. Provided by the British baddies. Oh dear, dear. Consider me on the sidelines, cheering for violence, I guess. How you going, Alt? How's your weekend been? Sorry for the snivels. I think I'm getting better. I don't feel better, but I think I'm getting better, so it should clear up over the next week. Magical March. March of... Ooh. The March of Monsters, maybe a bit of a kablamo smushing of two of them actually sounds pretty hardcore. I do like the March of Monsters. I do like that. Kind of gives that the impression of like a monster invasion. That's fun. Alt, no. How dare you? That's it. Friendship over. Friendship ended. Now snivels are my best friend. But yeah, did you have a good weekend? I've been playing a lot of, while I've been sick, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch too. I know. This is very controversial because it's really fun to say the game bad, but I've been really enjoying it. It's been fun. Friendship ended with Mahali. The Scottish University. Oh no. I mean, good for you guys, I guess. I'm not even jealous. I'm not pouting. But yeah, I've been really enjoying Overwatch. They've recently released an expansion for it. God, Brain, come on, work with me here a little bit, buddy. They've recently released an update for Overwatch 2 where they've added perks. So as the game plays out, certain things might happen, and you might be like, you know what? I want my hero to do something slightly different in order to adapt to the circumstances. And it feels super, I don't know, interactive. It's fun. There's something deeply satisfying about being in the middle of a team fight and being able to like press a couple of buttons on the fly as soon as you see the prompt come up, and it's like, ah, yeah, I nailed the thing and now I can do this. But started complimenting Overwatch to cut you out before you started spewing bad takes. Ah, fair. I don't know. There are a few games in the video gaming industry that that just get a really bad rap. It's really strange. I don't know why. Any people you're allowed to play Overwatch 2 ball one tricks like yourself. That's fair. That's fair. No, if when I play, I'm playing one of three characters, kind of four, but one of three. Oh, let's be consistent. I play, let's see, Tracer. Tracer is one of my characters. Echo. Echo is another one of my characters, and Venture. Venture is the third, is to complete the trifecta. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, ads. Thank you, Tavern. Sorry, I did see that you said something before, Tavern, but I ignored you. My B. Oh, that was... Ugh. Come on. Come on, Nose. Work with me here, buddy. You gotta let me breathe sometimes. For the month themes, you love the name for Junicorn. Oh my goodness, I wouldn't have even thought of Junicorn. That's incredible. Yeah. I'll wait until ads come back, but I'm considering locking in March of Monsters. I'll get people's verdict on that, and then softly lock it in for now, and then we can decide on what we actually want the monster prompt to be for this year. Junicorn though, Junicorn works really well. Sounds pretty good. No, I agree. Perks aren't good. The idea was to make you pick a different perk based on different situations. 95% of the perk choices in Overwatch 2 have an option that is better in all scenarios than the other. It's the illusion of choice. I mean, you say that, but across all of my heroes, I've found I feel like it's closer to 75-25, where 75% of the time, yeah, you've got the perks that you jive with, and you'll lock those every time. But 25% of the time, like for example on Venture, I usually take the one that gives me shields every time I melee. But sometimes the comp that I'm playing against is very like control heavy. So they have like a Cassidy, they have a Torb, a Sombra, whatever it happens to be. And in that case, I'll pick the other one that gives me a bit more range, just because it allows me to poke a little bit better. And I've found that to be the case across all my characters. Like, maybe as you've said, there are some characters where it's a no-brainer. You do the one thing every time, but I think there's a bit more nuance than you're giving it credit for. Giving it credit for. Instantly gets the Bwam PlayStations. Even with that opinion, the perks are underwhelming. Oh, for sure. But I never anticipated that it would be game redefining. Like it's still Overwatch, you know. But yes, quickly before we carry on with further conversation, are we happy with March of Monsters as being like the overarching theme for March, and then we can decide on a specific one after that? Yeah. Squid seemed enthusiastic as well. And then for some reason, I can't tell you why. Maybe it's my sick addled brain, but I get the strong blah blah. Come on, brain. Come on, kickstart. Here we go. Vroom. I get the strong word. God. I get the strong want. We'll go with that. The strong want to have it be kaiju. I don't know why. I guess it's the idea of like marching gives like that stomping city invasion kind of vibe. March of Magma Mephit, right? I mean, I could imagine a like a kaiju sized Magma Mephit. Oh, that'd go so hard as well. With like magma dripping off of its wings and like incinerating buildings and stuff. But then we can't have Kaijun. Ooh. Yeah, but we're probably going to have Junicorn anyway, right? Because I do like Junicorn. Junicorn is actually cool. Kaijun goes hard. I won't disagree, but monsters and kaiju kind of, I don't know, they're very, they have neighbor status, I feel. Another lens that we can view it through is it's the year of the snake this year, isn't it? In the Chinese New Year calendar? Chinese calendar? So we could go serpent themed. You'll accept March of Monsters if April can be a prowling and everything has to be grotesque. It's 2025, but actually go on. Did I say 2024? I don't think I did. I don't think I said a year, but I'm delirious at the moment. I could have said anything. I have no idea. Or is that a joke with me saying it's the year of the snake, and you said, yeah, okay, yeah. I thought so. Give me a second. Every time you tell a joke, it'll take me a couple of minutes to figure it out. So if I just start laughing out of nowhere, you know that the joke's landed. It took a while, but it eventually landed. Maybe there's a way of doing, because if you know my sensibilities, grotesque and horror themes are up there with some of the finest. But I feel as though there's maybe a better, because a prowling, I don't know it. What's the opposite of rolling off the tongue? Falling off the tongue? Clunking down the tongue. It it doesn't flow. I'll see if there's another way of me reconstituting that the month pun. See if I can make it work. You laugh at it, then everyone else thinks you're a weirdo. Oh yes, the classic. I had the same problem with reciting jokes in front of a class as part of English exercises. Terrible. I'm terrible with delivery. I can't. I think I'm the funniest person ever. So I fall over myself laughing, and everybody, yeah, as you said, looks at me like a weirdie. A prawling doesn't it doesn't feel like it contains the it doesn't flow like with Junicorn. It has the entirety of the month within the wordplay, whereas a prawling is kind. I mean, I suppose it depends on how you see it. But if I'm going off of the assumption that it's going to contain the whole month name, it stumbles. But maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. Maybe it is just supposed to be a We'll get there. It's supposed to be a combined word. Can't think of the word right now. I'm sick. Appalling is a classic. I mean, only found for April is April showers. What the? Are we all ready to celebrate April? I'm going to go for a shower. It's like, dude, you should have been showering this whole time. You don't wait until April to shower, do you? Maybe. Froling is better than I watched. Don't mind the fact that you're spelling apirolling every time. Shower in early May too. Yeah, no, that's absolutely correct. Why would you shower in April when a shower for Christmas kind of covers you for the year, right? Isn't that how that's supposed to work? I know, Dust, but it sounds weird. In my humble opinion, it sounds a bit wonky. But hey, I'm just a sick little gnome at the moment. I don't know why, but my way of reconstituting the appalling prompt was April Ghouls as a play on April Fools, and I don't know how to feel. I mean, technically it works, but it's also horrendous. But I mean, that kind of works. One day a year when you visit your family and then you don't go outside other than that, so why would I show? True, yeah, exactly. I mean, like, Superman never showers, right? There's no proof. I've never seen Superman shower, so therefore, you know, if he's supposed to be like the best that humanity, Kryptonians, but like humanity has to offer, then, you know, shouldn't I be aspiring for that kind of lifestyle? No, I'm an absolute scrub. I shower all the time. Sorry, April showers. Hey, it just sounds bad. It just... Apologies to whoever came up with the prompt. Has been in a radioactive shower before? I don't know. That's on the same level as like when it shows him what's he? Like shaving by lasering the mirror into his beard. I don't know. There's a degree of corniness there. I mean, I guess. It's one of those things where the writer has clearly gone, well, if Superman can't be harmed by anything, then presumably his hair can't be harmed by anything, which means, how does he shave? Here you go. This is how he shaves. I don't know. It seems like a pedantic detail that nobody really needed to know about. Aprilliant, the month of geniuses. Superman shaving using his laser eyes is really funny. I don't know. It's goofy, but I don't know. Maybe that's fine. Maybe it's fine if it's goofy. Superman can be a little bit goofy sometimes. Ooh. A peril. There we go. So working with like a sound simile, a sound alike. Oh, and sort of depicting like danger or apocalyptic scenarios and things like that. Yeah, okay. Not quite grotesque, But very much so my jam. We could do that. We could do Apparel. Apparel has a ring to it. Let me write these down so I don't forget. Conversations, monthly art fair. Just writing some stuff down so I don't forget. No forgetty spaghetti for me. March of Monsters. I like. Where did my brain go for a second? A prawling, that's right. Blah, 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 blah. Just so I have it written down. A prawling. A peril. Okay. We've got some. We've got some written down. Superman shaving with his laser eyes is like you saying you walk with your hands because you have better arm strength. Like, you could do it this way, but it's easier to just do it traditionally. Well, that's kind of what I was implying, is like it's a thing where, I don't know, it feels like it's coming from the same place as like power scalers. You know, when you're part of a fandom community and you've got people going, all right, so if you think about it, Goku couldn't fight Godzilla because Godzilla kind of has God in its name, which means that it has God energy, right? And then this would be pre-Battle of Gods. Goku would lose to Godzilla because Godzilla with God in its name probably has God key. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, I can see kind of logic to what you're saying, I guess, but why? Why are we doing this? Why? It feels similar to that, where like napkin maths is taking place, and I respect that. But also, why is Superman shaving with his laser beams? It would make more sense if I don't know, if he had like, because Superman is like weak to magic, right? That's a thing canonically. It would make more sense to me if he had like a magic razor or something. I don't know, something normal. It would be like, I don't know, Superman has super strength, so he plucks out, and he's got super strength, he's got super speed. It feels like the writers would equally come to the conclusion between laser the mirror into my own face in order to laser off my hairs, as Superman has super strength and super speed, so he goes through and plucks out every single one of his face hairs every morning with super speed. Like, it feels like a similar conclusion. Goku can't beat Godzilla because Goku has no way of finding Godzilla. True, actually. Because Godzilla doesn't actually have any ki, so Goku can't measure its power level. Can't sense it. Wouldn't he burn his face off? I don't believe so. I don't think, like, if another villain with Superman's eye beams hit Superman, I don't think it would hurt him. Which calls into question it, like, the beam's ability to shave the... Actually, that is a good point, right? If the laser beams aren't scarring it, like, aren't hurting his face at all, why are they removing facial hair? Goku has friends who are smarter than him, though. They could find... Oh, true. Yeah, that's tough, though, because when you're power scaling, you need to, like, compare... Because I completely agree with you that Bulma would probably make a Godzilla-finding radar of some sort. But generally speaking, in the power scaling community, it's a very what's the word? It's a very honest, upfront, like 1v1 type of deal. Wouldn't it not shave and would just, singe off his hairs? Well, maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's just setting fire to his hair, his facial hair. The hard-hitting questions. Laser removal, which would probably require more control, but would work like laser hair removal or plucking out all the hairs every day with super speed. No, don't get me wrong. The laser's probably more efficient, right? And just does a better job of it. But it feels like the two approaches are coming from the same spot, like coming from the same logic, if that makes sense, where they've come up with this problem that literally nobody ever, apart from them, have been like, apart from the writers, have been like, yeah, but how does Superman shave? Literally no one. And then they've been like, with powers. With powers, obviously. He does it with powers. I don't know. Just get Zatanna to like make him a magic razor. There we go. Problem solved. And then you'd think like, oh, but he might cut himself on his skin with the magic razor that he's weak to. False, because everybody uses razors and they don't most of the time cut their face with them. So Superman can learn. Goku hunted dinosaurs when he was younger, much smaller ones. Godzilla's really big on that. True. Actually, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is the power scaling discussion that I'm here for. We compare feats, right? So Goku as a child, feat, hunted dinosaurs, right? And then we do we extrapolate from there. We extrapolate. Okay, Goku is, I don't know, 1 billion times stronger than he was as a child, or whatever the number's at now. So he can catch 1 billion times the difficulty level of finding a dinosaur. And Godzilla probably matches that. If your facial hair would grow back if you shot a laser at it, to be honest. Well, yeah. Well, isn't that what... Actually, that is a question. I don't know the answer to this question. That's why I'm looking it up. Does hair return after laser hair removal? Hair is most likely to grow back on the chin, neck, and other areas of the face. So, yes. So, even with laser hair removal, hair returns, right? So, I'd assume Superman, if he's giving himself laser hair removal, his facial hair returns. Superman can learn to shave. Don't quote me on that. It is a preposterous quote, but it's relevant to the discussion. I'm not crazy. Why doesn't Lex Luthor just make a razor with Kryptonian blades? Well, that's the thing, right? Is I feel like Lex Luthor has made even more ridiculous things out of Kryptonian kryptonite with kryptonite. If anything, I'd imagine that Superman would have at first been afraid to implement any sort of kryptonite in his house, like day to day. But with how much kryptonite that Lex probably has, and Batman and Lex Luthor probably have, like, I don't know, a metric butt ton. Quote me on that. A metric butt ton of kryptonite each. What's the harm of having, like, a Kryptonian razor in the house, you know? Physically pull out his own hairs before his own laser could hit him. True. Actually, yeah, maybe that is the flex, right? Is both.
Superman, how do you shave your face in the morning? Do you A, shoot lasers at it, or B, pluck out all the hairs individually?
Both.
I shoot the laser and then I pluck out the hairs just before the laser's about to hit that. Is that both? That's not really both. That's just kind of one avoiding the other. Regardless.
You ask ChatGPT, you ask what version of Goku and Godzilla are talking about.
That's a valid question. It's a valid question for ChatGPT to ask in return. There are a lot of Gokus. I mean, if you've played any of the games and you see how many Gokus you can pick in the character select, you know there are a lot of Gokus. And there are a lot of Godzillas. I mean, there's like Mecha Godzilla, Godzilla Jr., the like early 2000s Godzilla that they that the original Godzilla fired into the Sydney Opera House and then exploded. That's a thing. Look that up.
Make Superman a razor out of pink kryptonite. So when he shaves, he becomes gay. Yeah. No. That canonically, that is what pink kryptonite does, which is just a thing that writers decided to do. Since he uses it every morning, he thinks he's just always gay, and now Superman is too busy fighting the far right to stop you. the ultimate. The ultimate like anti-Superman ploy. I don't know. What were they thinking? I don't know. Because that's like on par with I don't know, making it so that Superman gets like changes race with like, I don't know, magenta kryptonite or something. Like, God, there are some concepts that just are funny as like, haha, could you imagine this would be ridiculous? Aliens, I guess. Godzilla Jr. would lose a fight to a mosquito. I don't disagree on principle, because Godzilla Jr. just kind of falls over to everything. I don't think a mosquito though. Although, I don't know. I feel like there would be a right around. There would be some way so that like mosquito enter Godzilla Jr.'s mouth, sting tongue, malaria, Godzilla Jr. dead. I don't know. There'd be something like that. There's a Godzilla from Hell, which is the comics and is apparently completely immoral. Of course. Have the strongest version of Godzilla versus the strongest version of Goku. Well, yeah, but yeah, actually, that is a good point. Godzilla, Hell Godzilla, or whatever we want to call that version, wouldn't be able to die, but I don't think it'd be able to do anything to actually harm Goku either. So, who wins? It's not quite like unstoppable force meets immovable object. It's not quite. I mean, kind of. Unstoppable Goku versus immovable Godzilla. No matter how you put it, it's wrong. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? The fact that it very strong water turning the frogs gay energy. Oh dear, dear. Godzilla from Hell isn't the strongest version. Apparently, it's the strongest version of him in God. Is Godzilla... What is Godzilla Earth? Please, I must know. Yellow kryptonite was part of a hoax mastermind by Lex Luthor. It was not actually kryptonite, but a harmless yellow sphere, as were other types of kryptonite that he used. He hoped that Superman would think that it was kryptonite and thus hold back, which he did. Later learned that it was not actually Superman he faced, but a Superman robot. What? Oh, comics. Never change. My goodness. The amount of times where in comics, they'd always go back to, oh, that character, it seemed like they were really out of character when this writer was writing for them.
Well, I'm glad that you picked up on it, because that wasn't that character. It was actually an alien. Or, as you've said, like, actually a robot version. Robot imposter. A robe poster, if you will. I'll quickly snooze the ads before... Unless... Wait. I'm not seeing a snooze option? Frick! Sorry, I was too slow. Any ad dodges? I'll wait to read that until you're back, Squid. You did dodge? Nice, nice, nice. It's time for your yearly shower. You'll be back. Yeah, no stress, no stress. I might be gone by the time that you're back, Alt, just because I'm starting to fade a little bit. But hopefully I see you again. But I don't think so. I'm thinking of wrapping up after this. Let's see. In the Netflix animated series Godzilla Planet of the Monsters, Godzilla became so overpowered that it drove humans away from Earth and defeated everything it came into contact with. Years later, humanity returned to take back the planet, only to find the largest Godzilla ever created, over 1,000 feet tall and becoming more and more plant-like. Godzilla Earth single-handedly defeated both monsters and humans, getting new powers never seen before. Well, here's the thing. I think the immortal hell version of Godzilla actually stands more of a chance against Goku. And here's why. Hell Godzilla. Hellzilla, if you will. Let's go with that. Hellzilla, if it's functionally immortal, means that it can just keep, like, surviving whatever and has maybe a chance of eventually wearing down Goku, because I mean functionally immortal means, I mean, just immortal full stop, means that eternity, right? So if anything, immortal Godzilla just kind of wins by default, right? Because it waits and waits and waits and waits and waits, and then Goku, it like will eventually die of old age or like from another fight with somebody else. Right? Whereas Godzilla Earth, I feel like Goku could just destroy planets, right? So I think Godzilla Earth just dies by default. Be a tough fight, but Goku. How would it be a tough fight, though, is the question. Only way Godzilla Earth would have won if it absorbs Goku's attacks. Even still, like, I think Goku doesn't bother beaming it. Goku just punches it real hard, and then it explodes. Because wasn't it in like Battle of the Gods or whatever? The punches and kicks that he was exchanging with Beerus were like shaking the universe or something. That's tough. That's tough to like compete with, I think. Literally no diffs Goku. The version fought literal gods and just doing Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Okay.
I've placed rocks around the place. I'm feeling mixed about it. If I remove them, it looks just a little bit cleaner, but I think it's more because I hate this rock over here on the right. I'll try and think of what I want to do for that one. Because I don't know, I don't mind the rest of them. I don't like that add a little bit of texture. Those ones need to be culled a little bit, brought back into place. But regardless, I'm going to wrap up for tonight just because Sigma Harley can't go for too much longer. Thanks for putting up with me. I'll hopefully be getting better and better across the week, so my streams should go longer and longer across the week. Fingers crossed. But at the same time, I need to be realistic. So if I feel myself tuckering out, I need to call it. Sums up the fight well. Godzilla from Hell. Fought literal celestial gods, while Goku struggled to fight gods like Beerus. This is what ChatGPT told me, so I don't know if it's right. But I don't know. I'd need to be familiar with the stories, I think. I'm familiar enough with Dragon Ball Z, but Super and stuff. But Hellzilla, I have not read into at all. Take it easy. Yeah, but you too. You too. Good to see you. Let's see if there's anybody online. Oh, just a heads up, by the way. I rebooked, rescheduled. Rescheduled is the word. I rescheduled the collaboration that I'm going to do with Ghoulie. That was going to be last week, but then sickness. So that's been rescheduled for this Thursday. It'll be during the usual stream time on Thursday. It won't go as long, probably. I'm anticipating about 2 hours, but if you're free Thursday afternoon and you want to see me doing art stuff with other art person, then come check it out. Paint the Moment is online, and we haven't raided her in a while, so let's head over that way. Boom. Thursday afternoon. Yeah. Yep. Across lunchtime into the early afternoon. Yeah, nice. Okay. Good to see everyone. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Hope you have an amazing start to the week. And I'll hopefully see you across the upcoming few days. Look after yourselves. Don't get sick. Getting sick sucks. It's the worst. I hate it. I'm actually furious right now with how sick I am. Regardless. I'll catch everybody around. Say hello to Paint when you head over there. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good rest of your day or night, depending on where you are, and I'll catch you later. Bye.